What? This doesn't. Why? Well, well, guys, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to do it. But they're making me do it. They're making me. So here we are. We're doing it. We're doing it. Well, for those of you that may not know or you're new to the channel, you know me. I am a Harley guy. Well, let's face it, I'm a bike guy, all around bike guy. But whenever it comes to big on road stuff, I'm an HD fan. Had a lot of them, done a lot of stuff to them, bought a lot, sold a lot, yada, yada, yada. But here we are with the flagship of Harley-Davidson for well over 100 years, the Ultra Classic. This one happens to be a limited. Here is the conundrum that we're running across. Man, I don't even want to talk about it, really. Okay, we're doing it. For those of you that don't know, I know I'm a little late to the game here, but it took a while to compose myself. Harley-Davidson, our beloved Harley-Davidson, is discontinuing the Ultras for the 2025 model year.
You suck!
I know. The Ultra Limiteds and the Road Glide Ultras. So, yeah, no more Batwing Ultras, no more Shark Nose Ultras, no more Ultras. No, I don't get it. I don't know. Okay, I might be lying. I mean, I kinda get it, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. Let's be honest. Harley-Davidson discontinuing the Ultra is kind of like Chevrolet coming out and be like, hey, we're getting rid of the Silverado, because only old people like it, and, we need to keep up to be new and fresh. Come on, Harley. This thing is your flagship. I mean, I know it's not like new and fresh and sporty and hip but honestly, I mean, anybody that's a bike person, specifically Harley people, I know they're a different breed, but I have personally been obsessed with Ultras. As soon as I knew what a motorcycle was, I just always wanted one of these. Yeah, I know it's a freaking tank. This thing is a battleship. They call them half-ton Huffies for a good reason. The dry weight of these things is 1,000 pounds. But that is 1,000 pounds of America flying down the road. And just nothing screams Harley-Davidson more than an Ultra Limited. I mean, look at this thing. You don't have to know it's a Harley. You just know this thing is iconic. It's just hard to get this out. I don't want to believe it. I mean, I have to. It's happening. It's right there. I have to believe it. Doesn't mean I want to. Doesn't mean I'm gonna. But So if you guys have been keeping up on the whole Harley thing in the last couple of years and the new releases, and like there is a new body style, just like this is a 2014, so it's a Rushmore model. This is whenever they changed a lot of stuff like the bags and the tour pack and the front fairing and introduced like navigation, touchscreen and stuff. That was a big like step up in the Harley game. I mean, it was a little late behind automotive, but whatever. It's a totally different industry. But not so long ago, they started introducing another new body style for these things, and I'll give it to them. They are slick. They look cool, and there's all kinds of new gadgets and stuff, and topped off with the M8 engine, which really isn't new anymore, but it's got a lot more gusto than these twin cams. Not to say that twin cams aren't awesome. These twin cam engines are kind of like the equivalent to a small block Chevy. They are just solid, and they work. But I'm getting off topic here. These new bikes, they don't include the Ultra, and that kind of piqued people's interest whenever this thing first started coming out. That they released 2024 Ultras, but they had this body style and not the new ones that were shared by like the Road Glides and the Street Glides. Right. Yeah, not saying that anybody was leading on to anything there, but then it came out to be that, yeah, they aren't making these things anymore. Which, I mean, so ultimately what the deal was going to be, if you choose to have something like this from 2025 and newer, if you get a new one, you're going to have to buy a street glide or a road glide in its stock configuration and blow how many thousands of dollars to add a tour pack, to get specific lowers, to get the passing lamps up front. Like, traditionally, it's been easy. If you want to get an Electra Glide Ultra and turn it into a street glide, the only thing you have to do, take the tour pack off. Now you got a street glide. Well, to go the other way, to start with a street glide and get yourself an Ultra, it is so bloody expensive to do it. And I don't get, man, this thing is the road sofa. These things are absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's just a royal. So what does this mean for us bike guys that still love these things, always will love these things? Well, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to make the mistake of ever getting rid of this thing. I will keep this thing until I die or it dies. But if it dies before me, I will resurrect her, you know, like the mummy in the oil bath thing, or however that worked in that movie. But I promise you, this thing will be with me until we both become part of the earth again. I promise you that. And believe it or not, I've actually gotten hosed by this before. I believe it was 2015, 2016, whenever Harley released their new model line for the upcoming year. They just happened to like, hey, we're not making Dynas anymore. You know, that's stupid. You know, just like one of our most popular, like best-selling, like smaller bikes with a huge power plant that it's like super customizable and you can quite literally do anything with you on it. And it's, yeah, we're not making that thing anymore because we got this crazy new monoshock thing. So who needs outside shocks? Well, that one hurt me, bud. You know why? Because in 2016, I had a built 2012 Superglide, which just happened to be a Dyna, in case you don't know what's going on with that stuff. That thing was, I mean, I put way too much time, money, and effort into that thing, but it was a freaking hog to every aspect of that word. I mean, there was a stage 3. We had cams, we had heads, we had jugs, we had tuners, we had exhaust, and it was way too fast for what it was. But that was the point, man. It was mean, it was loud, it was stupid fast, it was dangerous, and it was a freaking motorcycle. Well, moral of the story, as dumb as it was, and I've learned my lesson since, I traded that motorcycle in on this one 1 week before the press release that they weren't going to sell Dynas anymore. Nope, discontinued. So not only did I lose a bike that I could never get again because I traded it in the dealership and it just fell into the black hole of commerce, but not only did I lose the bike, that bike just tripled in value in a week because the manufacturer said, hey, guy, we ain't making them no more. So take this as a personal message from me to you. If you have an Ultra, keep it. Keep it, keep it, keep it. I promise you, you will not regret it. Keep it, keep it, keep it. Let my stupid decisions prevent you from making your own. That's what I'm getting at here. So, I mean, if you don't currently have an Ultra and you want to get one, I mean, yeah, there's the used market out there. You can definitely get a 24 or older, but you're not going to be able to buy a new one anymore. I mean, it's like buying a new car. You know, you make it so far in your life, you have a little bit of success or something, you want to treat yourself, you want to go out and get something brand new that you've always wanted. Well, if that's something brand new that you've always wanted is an Ultra, ain't happening no more, Jack. It's a It's all right, baby. I won't let them take you. I don't care what they say. I don't care if they think that you're old or then the new kids won't like you. I don't care. I will always like you, and so will everybody else. I promise. So, guys, the moral of the story here. It's sad, but true. Metallica said it. Now, so did Harley. I guess when it comes down to it, if you want to get one of these Ultras, now is the time. Yeah, it's legit, man. You don't have one, get one, because you're not going to be able to get a new one very soon.
You don't have one? Get one!
So, guys, I've done my digging, I've done my research, and unfortunately, this is the conclusion I've come up with. By all means, this is the internet. Don't trust anything. You don't have to trust me. Don't take my word for it. By all means, go out and do your homework and, you know, corroborate or collaborate or however you want to say that. Make sure that what I'm telling you is what you can actually believe. But either way, it's disappointing, and I wouldn't be sharing this if I didn't believe it to be true. Like I'm not sure that Harley's actually come out and made the statement like, yeah, we are axing this thing, which I'm pretty sure the Softail Deluxe is on the chopping block along with the Ultra. Like I said, don't take my word for it because I haven't seen like an official HD press release for this. But sad day. Sad day. So, guys, I know this isn't anything like earth shattering, at least not in the grand scheme of things, but it is for me and like minded people like myself. This is kind of a big deal. Like I mentioned at the beginning, this is like Chevy discontinuing the Silverado. It just, it hurts. I guess from a financial standpoint, you know, like if you're running a company like Harley Davidson, you got to keep up with the times and be hip and cool.
I'm not cool enough.
But it doesn't mean that we got to forget what got us there. I mean, this thing has been the flagship of Harley Davidson for over 100 years. Like I mentioned, since I knew what motorcycles were, I'd always strived to own an Ultra. And these things, like, they live up to their model name of an Ultra. It is fantastic. Everything you ever wanted in a motorcycle, and just happens to be one of the most American things that you could possibly own. Well, I suppose I'm done with my rant. I just wanted to get this little thing out there in case you didn't know, like I didn't know not so long ago. It just, it's upsetting, but what are you going to do, really? Well, guys, that's all I got for this one. Short and sweet and upsetting. I don't know. I'm going to go drown my sorrows. We'll see you on the next one.